and welcome back to another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Guys, I'm back out in the farm and I am working on this Subaru. Specifically, what I intended to be changing was a Subaru Impreza boot button. This is a Subaru XV. I have an Impreza down there. I had a look at that Impreza. It doesn't have the boot button, which tells me that they're only on the hatchbacks. This is a Subaru hatchback of the same year. The boot button I've got in my pocket, it's identical to the Impreza. So I've worked out that this video is going to apply for both XVs and Imprezas. So we're going to use this as the dummy car for changing a Subaru Impreza boot button. Now it's a fairly straightforward job, guys. I'm just going to show you what to do, the steps, how to do it, etc, etc. Also, if you need it, press on the title of the video, the description will pop down. Order it, get it into your hand. They're $58.30 with free express post anywhere in Australia. Use this video, learn how to fit it, blah, blah, blah. Save yourself some money, guys. This type of thing would you'd be changing if the button no longer works or it's just worn and sticky. Pop a new one in, it's definitely going to make trips to the shops easier, etc, etc. Alrighty guys, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, so I popped the tailgate up of this Subaru XV and you can see here, the boot button just hangs out right there. Now, if your boot button's no longer working, this is the job you need to do because basically they are just pop out. Now, what I'll do is I will rip this out of the plastic bag and I'll show you what they look like. Right, so if you have a look here, this is obviously one of the Parts Factory new ones we sell. They are pressure tabs on each side. See that just there on the right there? You got one on the left. So essentially, we're going to put the Phillips head in, pry off one side, and then the other side will pop out. Then we'll undo this plug, and that will be in and out nice and quick. All right, so I'll bring this down just so it's at the correct angle for you. I hope that you can see that. And you just pop in here, pop it out to the side, come over this side, do exact same thing. If you get out one side and can't get the other, technically we should just be able to push it back in slightly and then pry the other side, if you know what I mean. So you can then just grab the wiring and just pull it through like so. See how it's coming this direction? There is a little grommet I've noticed there. It's going to keep going. If it gets to the point where it won't come any further, we may have to take the rear trim off. It's not that big of a deal. I'll set this camera up so that we can see how to do that. You run your hands around it. From what I can see, there isn't actually any screws. So you can just grab your screwdriver and pull down on the edge like so. Just find the points where it starts to get difficult because there may or may not be a screw. What I'm going to do is just come down this side, pop that down like so, and then we're going to pull these trims back. See how they all just pop off? They're all just plastic clips, guys. You can just pop them off. If you look here, once we popped that piece off, you can see little clips just here. That looks like it's a Phillips head screwdriver. So you can just unscrew that trim. And once you've done that, pop back to your flathead. And you should just be able to pry off those clips. Sometimes these clips can be single use, if you know what I mean. And that's just the nature of the clips. Once again, guys, pull off this trim piece, leave it to the side. It exposes that Phillips head just here. Again, some of these can be single use. So if you do kind of strip the thread, don't beat yourself up, guys. You can just buy this type of stuff on eBay, etc, etc. What I'm going to do is just leave that to the side. I realize you only need to undo one side. Now, as I said before, we're going to track back the cabling. So if you look through there, right, you can see, oh yeah, okay, the cabling comes around. And let's find it on this side. It's going to be this one just here. So if you pop that off and press down on that plug, obviously I can't do it with one hand, but I'll press down that plug and I'll see where we're at. Alrighty guys, so I found the plug, pulled the two through, and as you can see, they are exactly the same as each other. So at this point, you grab your new Parts Factory one. Obviously, we're going to put it back into that hole just there, route the cable back through to the female side, plug it all back in, pop the trims back on, and we're good to go. I'll get that done now. Right, so as I said guys, you want to go plug back through the hole. You kind of want to get it to in a way where you can see it come through the hole, because if you can't, then good luck finding it, if you know what I mean. So just like push it through the hole, have a look at where you are, etc, etc. I'm sure you guys will be able to work this out. There is a little hole that's got to pass through, if you know what I mean. You just realize then it's got to go over that direction, pass through that hole, and then you'll see it pop out. Yep, there it is there. It's kind of like a game of operation. You got to kind of maneuver it a bit. Once you get it through though, it's not too bad. You can kind of use your fingers as you're pulling and pushing to guide it through. There will be a point where the grommet kind of has to go in, and then see the button guys, don't forget, this is now time to push. Make sure it's upright. I'm not sure if there is an upright or right or wrong, but I know that obviously we want it to go in correctly. Look at that, nice and brand new switch. And then you can just grab the male and the female part, as we were discussing before. You just plug it in. There should be an audible click, so don't forget that guys. There you go there, and then of course putting that up back out of the way. You know, some people like to put the little clip on, some people like to put a little zip tie, however you like guys, it really doesn't matter. Of course we'll put our trim piece back on now that we've got our boot button working again. It's all pretty self-explanatory stuff moving forward guys. Popping the trims back into place. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. This one's been actually harder than I thought. Sometimes you don't have to pull the interior plastics off, so it is just a pull out, put on back job. But yeah, this one, pull the trim off, not too bad. Put the wiring in, boom, bang, done. Guys, at this point, you can now go ahead and test to see it's all working. I'm sure it will be if you've ordered off us, guys. Don't forget, if you do need a part, you know where to find it. It's in the description of this video. Get it to your hands, save yourself some money. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, my name's Lucas. Thanks for watching another Parts Factory installation tutorial video. I'll see you next time.